how you started cooking.
I started cooking as a job in New Jersey. My very first gig was when I was 15 years old at the County Sweet Shop on Ernst Road in Sayreville, New Jersey. So it meant flipping hamburgers, making some sandwiches, selling cigarettes and candy. It was after baseball season, my sophomore year, because I played in high school, I got a job as a dishwasher at a local Italian restaurant. And at some point they needed a cook part-time. So my friend who got me the job and I were standing there, I raised my hand, I said, I used to cook before. So I cooked, and then when they were moving to a new space, I got a couple of odd cooking jobs and landed at this one place called Garfunkel's. So I worked there for about a year or so and then went to college. I didn't really like college so much and I missed hanging out. And those guys, there was the GM and the chef who both went to Culinary Institute of America. And they said, well, why don't you quit college and go to the CIA? And that's how I sort of was like, all right, this is what I'm going to do for my life.
And when did you really start to feel like this was something you were good at, something that you knew you could excel at? Was there a mentor or someone who really helped you? Was it those guys? Was it at school?
I mean, I've had a couple of people. It's everything, from my, my mom's were Hungarian and my dad's Slovak, and we ate that Eastern European food. So a lot of that comes out. Right now what influences me heavily is the seasons. And from that, you think about what you want to eat, what goes well with this, and what have you cooked or tasted in the past, whether it's at home or mom or at Gotham, at Le Bernardin, or any other place. All those things come into play. I worked with Alfred, and it was a really busy restaurant. So here was a 3-star New York Times restaurant that was consistent in its product. And then I went to go work in France with Alan Chappelle, and that was influential because of his French. And his was really the first one where I said, he cooks seasonally. He really was very passionate about where he bought from, who he bought from, and then went to work at Le Bernardin when Gilbert Lacose was still alive, before Eric, and it was about pristine seafood. That was it. It was about pristine seafood, and that was it. And then I went to work with Danielle Ballou, who is Danielle Ballou.
So what is the dish you're going to make for us today?
So we're going to do a smoked Brussels sprouts that we do with egg pasta with a poached egg on it and pecorino cheese. And this is sort of a play on something my mom makes and still makes and we make. It's called cabbage and noodles.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. So will you show us the steps?
Yeah, I'm going to show you the steps.
All right.
All right, so to make my smoked Brussels sprouts, the first step is to obviously smoke the Brussels sprouts. Now we smoke them for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And if you can't do that, what you can do is sort of substitute bacon to get some smoky flavor. So after we smoke the Brussels sprouts, we cook them with a little onion and garlic and a little vegetable stock that is made with Parmesan cheese and a vegetable stock. And then we just add a couple nuggets of butter to it and let them cook down. And I'll let them cook like this until it starts to get glazy. It'll take a couple minutes on high heat. So we got it nice and creamy, and at this point we'll add the cooked pasta to it. And in this case, what we're using now at the restaurant is an egg pasta cut into a gnocchi sardi, which is sort of a dry pasta that looks like gnocchi. This is all egg pasta. And to this we'll add some Parmesan cheese and some parsley to it. And then we'll give it a toss. We'll just let that cook for about 20 seconds so the pasta can absorb some of the flavors. Put all the liquid in there, because what we're going to do to it, we're going to crack a poached egg into it. And then we'll take some fresh pecorino, and there you go. These are my smoked Brussels sprouts with egg pasta and a poached egg.